Hello everybody on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. Today, doing a little bit of trimming down of weeds and pulling weeds out in the garden. One of the most unlikely fun things to do in the garden this time of year. So here is a little bit of Japanese maple tree, Japanese cherry blossom tree. A lot of the branches were extruding out to the house, so we had to cut them, trim them down. The holly bush here did weeks ago. Had to trim all that down. So this stuff's going to go into the compost pile. And these right here, let me see if I can turn this around. These weeds right here are native to this area. Let me see if I could find one. I think I left one so I can demonstrate to throw it out. Okay, so here they grow pretty tall, but they're native to this area, and they're just pretty much they're useless as far as these. We got some traveling vines. They're really harmless. You don't really need to pull them out, but this right here looks like somebody painted it. This is the Velcro plant. So it's an invasive species. If you don't want the Velcro balls to be growing and they're real sticky, growing in your garden, you want to pull them all out. So that's a project I'm doing right now, is pulling them out, because they just started growing last year. They were not here years before, so I'm not sure how that happened. A lot of the spearmint here has gotten blackened by the leaves because of aphids or aphids. I don't know how you pronounce them, but I have to spray neem oil and some other stuff, trying to go all full organic. But as you can see, what those little bugs do to a lot of the things. So and they're tricky to find where they're at, and all this has to go in the compost pile. But yeah, see how it just gets all the leaves black from all those bugs. They just really can ruin all your stuff. Here I got raspberries starting to grow, and we don't want unnecessary bugs, beetles, and whatnot taking control. Now here is an example of those weeds that I showed you before. These right here, we just pull them right out by their root, and they're pretty big, but they're all native to this area and unnecessary in the garden. So tiger lilies, though, they were planted there, they're fine, and they're native to this area, but all these will be pulled out, and I don't know the name of them. And that's what the compost pile looks like, and I gotta spin it around, and so this way right here is some cow grass, or I don't think it's oriental grass. I think it's pretty sure this is cow grass. So I cut a lot of it out from underneath where the peach tree was, and so we don't want ants crawling up and going on to the tree, the fruit tree. So I just left that example, but this is cow grass, or pretty sure that's just what it's, cow grass. But it looks nice, but growing next to a tree isn't good, so I just let it grow in the corner over there. And the tiger lilies are looking pretty good. Again, right here is some of that Velcro plant. So it's an invasive species, and I just realized last year that it was growing, and it's hard to picture out, but it actually looks, when it grows a little bit more, it looks like somebody sprayed like a little bit of white spray paint on the leaves, and it just sticks, I guess, insects on, and then it attracts other unnecessary insects. So a lot of work to do there. And this is lemon balm. Some new growth is coming out from it, but underneath it looks like the frost burnt the leaves, but it might be because of the aphids, insects. So I have the English thyme, sage, new growth of the sage. After it got transplanted, it started dwindling away on the leaves. So might be because of the extra heat we had, the sun. And there's chocolate mint that's starting to some regrowth because the transplant didn't do so good with it. This is an asparagus plant. It's not a vegetable or anything that you use to cook with, but this is the hot and spicy oregano. But some of it's gotten black spots from insects, so we got to spray that. And some vines came growing up around where the tomato plants are, so I pulled a lot of them out. Planted some strawberries here, some peppers, and some butter crunch lettuce. One head of lettuce got eaten, and one pepper plant got eaten, but it's all closed in by the chicken wire cage. I just have this open for the time being now. But we had a lot of these flower vines come out by stone walls, and they take over. They grow right out of the ground, and they have underground system. They start growing. They can wrap around everything and take control of all your stuff. So down throughout here, we started cutting back on a lot of the weeds here. There's some more of an example of the Velcro plant. That's how they invented Velcro. There's a abundance of cherries, sweet, delicious cherries. We'll be picking off the rest of them pretty soon, within a day or two. Rhododendron bushes, and right here, might you be able to see the stem? Nope. Okay, so this was pulled out. This was cut from the ground, and this right here is, you might find this in overgrowth gardens, and inside. Cut inside, this is usually, when this is cut, it causes a lot of allergies for people with allergies to weeds and stuff. But inside here, for wilderness survival, they make painkiller medicine from the white stuff that you see inside, but would not advise using it. You just go to the doctors or the pharmacy for that stuff. But for wilderness survival, they said that the stuff inside here you could use for painkiller medicine. But we just cut it down and get rid of it. We're gonna throw it in the pile. But that's it for in the garden today. A lot of stuff, and basically most of it. This is about getting rid of your invasive weeds that you don't need. This is blackberries. This is Navajo blackberries. There's the flowers, and then in about a month these will be turned from red to black. And got this is just 2 blueberry bushes that I grew, and then we have our apples. Gonna have to spray something. They're getting spots on them. 4 different species of apples. No pears yet. And the peaches, a lot of the small ones fell off, but black raspberries, the red ones are bitter and the black ones are ripe. Some brown-eyed Susans coming up here. I said the tiger lilies. There's some peaches. What's left of the peaches that didn't fall off the tree. And we got to keep them safe and around the perimeter of the tree. Keep all the ants and bugs away. But that's it. Signing out, Fred from Fred's Garden. And see you next time.